choosing skincare products. Clients always ask me, does the primer go on before or after my moisturizer? Well, primer is the first step of your makeup routine, and it should be applied after a moisturizer if you're not using a liquid moisturizer or essential oil as your primer. But if you are using the products, you can actually skip a primer. And this has another fantastic benefit. You don't have to put a primer on top of your moisturizer because you've added that essential oil. And that makes using a facial oil or a liquid moisturizer with essential oils really desirable. Of course, the first thing that you put on is a moisturizer that first hydrates the skin and prepares it for makeup application if you're using this as a primer. One with oils or adding facial oils is a great way to reduce the steps and maximize the benefits and reduce your costs too. And the next step for any beauty routine is making sure that your skin is clean and well prepared for the makeup. But if you have a great moisturizer, it will have soaked into the skin prior to the time you're ready to apply foundation. A drop or two of facial oil could reignite that moisturizer, creating the perfect canvas. That's what I actually do. I just put 2 or 3 drops on. So if you allow the oil or the liquid moisturizer with essential oils to fully penetrate before you put on your foundation or makeup, then it's going to give you a more natural hydrated glow, which is really cool. And having a tiny little bit of oil will plump up the skin and the makeup will glide on a lot more smoothly. So that's the conversation I typically have with clients about using facial oil as a primer for makeup. And it really works, and they are absolutely astounded at the results that it gives, which is super, super cool. So if you haven't thought about doing this in your practice already, highly, highly recommend it. And again, if you've had your moisturizer on for a few minutes and you just put a tiny little dab of oil, 1 or 2 drops, and you use that, let it sit in, it just supercharges the effects of your foundation and the look of the foundation. Also, if you use a primer like this oil as a primer, your foundation doesn't sit and seep into the skin as much, so it stays on for the whole day, which is super great. Another coaching conversation I have with clients is about their understanding of serums. So this is what I would say. Deborah, as you understand, serums are made to deliver a high concentration of active ingredients to your skin. Serums are customizable based on the specific skincare needs that a client has. That's why we chosen 3 specifically for your needs. You're really going to up your skincare routine and your game with these serums, but you do need to seal them to protect them and protect what they do. You don't want them leaching away through moisture loss or made less effective because your skin is parched and they can't permeate all the way through to the layers they're supposed to hit properly. Serums can help your skin address specific issues or needs. For example, if your skin needs hydrating, an antioxidant can brighten it. Resurface or clarifying serums are just the ticket and more effective for specific needs than moisturizers are because they get at the base levels of the skin. In the morning, a vitamin C serum can really help brighten and darken spots of hyperpigmentation and protect your skin from inflammation. But because vitamin C serum can be quite strong, we've got to definitely make sure that you add an SPF or don't use it on the days that you're going out in the sun, or use it in the evening rather. This last step of a skincare routine is important because serums need to be protected in your skin so they can work properly. So I always suggest that in the evening that you use a moisturizing serum with a lot of anti-aging qualities like CoQ10 and DMAE, and had some moisturizing like royal jelly in it, which is absolutely a fantastic humectant and moisturizer for sealing off and protecting the skin and helping it with free radicals. I do think that moisturizer after the serums is a must do because it's a really important step in sealing the serums inside and making sure that you don't lose a lot of moisture, and it also protects with free radical damage as well. In addition, hyaluronic acid is amazing if you're using other drying ingredients to combat acne, but also it's just a fantastic skin plumping ingredient in general. To that point, we have to make sure that we've sealed in the serum's ingredients, and that's where facial oil plays a great role. This is especially true for your routine at night, because you said that your air conditioning unit is really powerful in drying. So let's just add a drop or two of facial oil to the anti-aging serum at night, and then let's use it on its own after moisturizing as a foundation and concealer primer in the morning. In this way, you'll make sure that your serums are sealed in, that your skin's protected properly, and that the foundation you're using has a great efficacy and looks wonderful. Also, we have to make sure, of course, that the foundation you're using is an SPF. So that's going to be a great last step. Facial oils, day or night, with your skin type, you might want to use oils before bed so that your skin can soak them up overnight and provide that added protection to counterbalance your air conditioning and heating units effects in the summer and the winter if they're drying. There are days when you're going to feel that the air is less humid or that you're going to be in a drying environment. In those days, just add a drop or two of your facial oil to your moisturizer and use it before your sunscreen, since you don't like or I don't want you to reduce the efficacy of that SPF foundation. Make sure that those oils have soaked in. The facial oils do have maximum benefits, and we want to make sure that you should never rub facial oils onto your skin. You want to apply them with a gentle hand. Instead, because one of the best benefits of facial oils is that they soften sebum that's collected on your pores, you should just dab or pat the oils into your pores rather than just sliding them around on the skin surface. This will help your skin absorb the oil and make much better benefit much quicker. So again, just pat those oils like this into your skin. How do you find the right facial oil for aging skin? As you age, your skin produces less oil, which means you get dried out and parched more easily. Therefore, many men and women will say that it exaggerates the look of wrinkles. And they're right. Facial oil, if you put it on the skin, can alleviate this quite quickly because it sets up a protective barrier. Understanding that this is on the skin's surface exactly where it's most beneficial for moisture loss. In fact, the oil-based barrier that you set up will help prevent moisture loss and will keep your skin appearing plump and hydrated. This in turn reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles significantly. Parched skin looks old. And because the moisture loss isn't permanent, it's just a parching, you can really get some significant benefits with your clients if you use facial oils. They'll usually see results within a day or a week because they're setting up those moisture loss barriers, and as their skin is not losing as much moisture, it'll plump up over a few days. These really aren't as permanently bad as they appear. They're just temporary a state of parchedness, making them look a lot worse than they actually are. Oils help moisture loss and they help keep it to a minimum, and that makes the skin look better and more youthful. So how do you combat dry and dehydrated skin? Well, whether your dry or parched skin is weather dependent or a year-long concern, facial oils can be a great remedy. Some of the best oils that I recommend for dry skin are Kalahari melon seed oil, baobab, marula, jojoba, argan, olive oil, sunflower, jojoba, and olive oils. And it depends on where on the body you're going to use them, because some are good for the body and some are good for the face, some are good for the neck. The bottom line is all of the ones I've mentioned are quick absorbing, nutrient-rich oils that help to deeply penetrate and moisturize and smooth the client's skin. For dehydrated skin, you may want to use a hydrating serum first, followed by a moisturizing oil to lock in all of the benefits of the serum, as we said before.